memory card. And I finally found one that has room on it. So we're off to a good start now. So I'm back to this project finally again. This is, if I can't even find that footage, it's been so long since I filmed that. I wanted to make this little set right here. Nope, no, there you go. And I got this fabric, which has like a royal blue in it and kind of corally pink. And even though that's more mauve-y, it was on sale. I was talking before about being confused about this pattern and about sizes with patterns, because I assumed that I needed to measure my body and compare it to the size on the back, right? That makes sense? Let me preface this. I'm a beginner sewer, so my knowledge is not much. I'm learning as I go. But I did come across, I decided to like get smart about it. Oh yeah, and I'm getting ahead of myself. I was confused. I'm wearing this sweater, it's like 73 degrees outside. I don't know why I'm doing this. So, yes, I was confused because, so I'm in like traditional US sizes. I'm about a size, like pretty true size 16. But when I measured on the back, it said I'm an 20, which is fine, it doesn't matter. But I was just confused by it. And then I decided to, I'm just looking at them. I decided to go ahead and type into YouTube like pattern sizes and stuff. And I came across this YouTube channel. Her name is Elle Woods, I think. Oh, what's her name? I think Elle Woods is from Legally Blonde. Evelyn Woods. Close. I was in the ballpark. But she's like a sewing teacher and all this kind of stuff. She has her own school, which is called the Vintage Sewing School, which looks really cool. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But she had multiple videos about all of what I'm talking about, sizing. And she talked about ease. And ease apparently is how the garment is going to fit over you for movement and for just putting on the garment itself. Like this sweater is, what size is this? What are you? Oh my God, I cannot see that close. Doesn't even have a size on it. What? Why can I see that close? It's a large. And I mean, it's obviously meant to be oversized, but I mean, look how much, I mean, if I were to fit it to my body, it'd be like this, you know? So obviously this is the ease of the garment. And she explains all this way better than me in her video, which I'll actually link down below. So apparently down here, you do finished garment measurements, includes design wearing ease. Right down here. And so for my size, it said, or for the size it said that I should do based off of my measurements, which is 20, it gives ratios for, or like measurements for the finished garment. And plus, okay, if you're an expert, if you know this stuff, like just ignore it, because I'm a beginner. This is for beginners. Like, just nod. Like, yes, that's true. That's what that means. Good job. But I didn't know that. So it actually has hip, bust, and pant side length all in here. And kind of what I had thought about before is that like it would make more sense to make it bigger and then tailor in than obviously trying to add fabric, which is like impossible to do without seams. So yeah, anyway, so I'm going to mess around with the measurements. I'm gonna do that off camera just because that's boring. So, and see if that matches up to what I'm looking for. Then I'm going to finish tracing out all the patterns because I have not done much. I also was really excited about watching her videos on tracing patterns because if you've seen my sewing videos before, I've been tracing out like every single pattern. And I thought it was like a self-flagellation kind of thing, like, I don't know, like something weird about me that like I just felt like I had to preserve all these patterns, but apparently lots of people do it, so I'm not crazy. It makes sense. So she actually gave some really good tips on tracing patterns as well, so. So I've already got my pattern for the top cut out, and I actually washed and dried my fabric. I feel very, very professional now. As you can hear with the dryer in the background, the pants fabric is still drying, and I still need to trace out and cut out the patterns for the pants, but it's only like a few pieces, pretty basic. I don't know if you need to iron flannel, but I'm going to just to make sure it's all flat and even, and obviously I'm still in my pajamas. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and ew, there's like dog fur on my thing. Iron. Yeah, anyway, that's all. It's been a little bit of a frustrating morning. I ordered these overalls from Old Navy in a tall because I'm tall, and they came in a petite. Look at that ankle action down here. And I called them. It's my fault for doing fast fashion. I realize this. And Old Navy has like the worst return policies ever. They like don't give you anything, and it's just awful. And so I'm just gonna be stuck in some short pants. But I do have coffee. Did not sleep fantastic last night, so I'm up at 7 on a Saturday morning, like an insane person. And I'm very frustrated. I know, this is starting off on such a positive note. And I'm very frustrated because I measured, what's this here? I measured the ease measurements for the top, and it looked like it would fit great. Perfect. I then did not do it for the pants and traced out and cut out the pattern for the waistband, and it's tight. So now I'm wondering what to do. Whether I should retrace everything. I guess I should measure the ease and see if it's gonna fit over my ass. And yeah, it's after the holidays. It's not great to make new clothes right after the holidays because I, like many people, probably gained a few pounds. So, you know, trying not to get down on myself about it. It's one of the things I've had a hard time with sewing is constantly measuring yourself. And if you have kind of a bad history with like food disorders and things like that, it can be a little triggering. But anyway, I'm gonna light some candles and some incense, put on some tunes, listen to the rain outside, and get on with the day and see if I can get this done this weekend. Wish me luck. So I looked at the measurements, and with the ease and everything, it says that it should fit around the widest part of my hip bolas. So I'm just gonna trust the pattern. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. Either it'll fit or it won't. So now to figure out the Da Vinci Code of sewing instructions. All right, step 1, for blouse. So I couldn't find any regular interfacing, so I'm just using this like fabric that I got from a neighbor and going to make the interfacing with that. This project has a lot of pleating in it, and it's so frustrating when you've thought that you did something wrong and then rip it out just to reread it again and realize that it was actually right. So you gotta trust yourself. Got to trust yourself. Alright, I took a little bit of a break. I had to charge my camera battery either way and go run a couple errands, but I'm feeling a lot better about this sewing situation now. I'm starting to get it. So I've created some of the pleating. I'm connecting the shoulders together now and moving right along. So this is what I have so far. I have this connected. Yeah, that pretty much. I think I did the interfacing wrong. This is, I don't know what's going on here. But that's not correct. Yeah, I'm going to start now on the hood and see what's going on with this bit. So I've been sewing for a while, like an hour, and I've been it's so hard. I'm rewarding myself with a Diet Coke and some pretzels because I did get the hood and interfacing and the sides connected. It doesn't seem like much, but it took me a long time to do, and I didn't really film any of it because I ended up ripping out the lining, or what is it, interfacing, and like 3 times. I did it backwards and upside down, then connected to the wrong spot. So I was just like, I'm just gonna try and get this done and focus on it. But now all I have to do is the sleeves, and then I'll be done with the shirt. And I haven't even begun on the pants, so yeah, that's where I am. I think I like how it's coming out. I guess I'll actually know how much I like it once I actually am able to try it on. I am, though, enjoying watching old movies on my tablet while I'm doing it. I just watched Marty. It was alright. It was cute. Yeah, so I like watching those. Watching old movies while I'm sewing. And so now I just need to find another one. Yours, mine, and ours.
What is that snap? Oh, it's me! These movies are awesome.
Several days later.
I feel like this project is like the never-ending story. I'm still in the shirt. I got no sewing done yesterday. You probably don't know because I probably haven't said, but so we homeschool our kids and both of us work from home. And so some days are just a do everything but days. Do everything else but the things that you want to do, I guess. Because I don't need to do this. This is just like a passion project, a hobby. I have one sleeve attached. I'm going to finish up this last sleeve and then hem it. I did cut out the pattern to the pants, so we'll see what's entailed with that. And then I have buttons for both of them, so go from there. I made a chicken salad. It's really good with ginger miso dressing that I made and some coleslaw, some water. I don't know, there's not much going on besides this project. Forever. In case anybody gives a damn, this is the outfit for today. This is my poor but fabulous, with absolutely fabulous, lovely lady. Jeans, Converse, thrifted, St. John's Bay wool blazer, it's chilly. Say a prayer for me. I'm doing buttons. I've never been able to get this right, so it's a buttonhole. Alright, so I have I have the buttonholes done, and so I'm just going to go through my stash and look for some buttons. I got all of these from a neighbor who just it was an older lady who collected a bunch of buttons. I'm just going to go through. I need 6, so we'll see if what I can find. Oh, those might work. I think those will be perfect. Oh, it was meant to be. And now in sewing news, I have pant legs. I have pants pocket. I have 2 pant legs. I did have a little bit of a mistake. I did the darting on the opposite side, but I'm gonna fix that real quick. And I don't think it's gonna take very long to get the pants done. Okay, knock on wood, because this is the project that is never ending. But I do have the shirt done. I just need to get the buttons finished, but everything else is done. And I need to do the buttonholes for the cuffs, and then sew the buttons there. But it is coming. I'm calling it quits for today because I just realized one side a different size, 2 sizes different than the other pant leg. So I need to go back and retrace and recut out, if I have enough fabric, this side. It's so frustrating. That's the problem with tracing patterns. Make mistakes. What, measure twice, cut once, I guess, right? It's been a pretty productive morning. I have a waistband now. I just added like 1.5 inches of fabric because it was just a little short. It was the right size. I don't know why. It didn't meet up right. Maybe I missed the pinnings wrong or something, but I made it work. So yeah, it's going well. I have pockets to do now. Not pockets, buttons. And then just some like finishing touch stuff, like finishing up some seams and yeah, that's it. So it's going good. Yeah, and so now for the reveal. I want like 3 more, essentially. I want one in so many colors. I love the hood. It's so cute. I learned so much during this project. I learned how to do buttonholes on my machine correctly. And look at these cute little buttons. I just had to show you. That's the same like little lot of vintage buttons I got. I had little perfect little sailor buttons. And then I think I showed you the other ones before. The only thing I might change on this is the waistband, is when I actually get it up to where it's supposed to go, it's like right underneath my bust. And I think if I just like took it in half, it would be more of what I like. And it would kind of stop this little gapping here as well. So I might take that down, sew it a little closer, leave that button there, and just like take down that extra fabric. But and then I also learned to double check my tracings before I cut out the fabric. I was lucky that I was able to get the same fabric that I used for the pants before, and it wasn't an issue, but you know, in construction, it's always measure twice, cut once, and I think the same thing should probably happen when it comes to sewing, so you don't waste fabric, because it's not cheap, even though I am, and so my fabric is. But yeah, I love it. It's so cute and cozy, and yeah, so thanks for coming along. And I only really post on Instagram, so come say hi to me over there. Let's see what the next project comes out. Oh, actually, I know exactly what's going to happen. So I signed up for another one of those dance classes. If you didn't see that video, I'll put it up in the eye. But it's just a fun, like, quarantine, isolation, COVID, at-home dance class. And they're doing Mardi Gras this time around. And so I'm going to make my own Mardi Gras outfit for the video that we do. So that'll be next. So, all right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.